Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to another Sunday afternoon chat. I'm telling you what, it's been a good week. We had a lot of fun. Chris has had a good week. She spent the majority of the week, just about all of it, at Sherry's, and just had a super time. Don't know if that's hitting that microphone there or not. If it is, just a little clang every now and then. Just think about, maybe it's Christmas bells. Think about Christmas time. Not very far away, by the way. 7 months. But Chris has spent the week, pretty much most of the week, with Sherry, as I got to go over to Table Rock Lake. Table Rock Lake is one of my favorite lakes to fish. It's just loaded with fish. It got tons and tons of fish. Super clear lake. I generally try to search out a little dingy water over there when I go to Table Rock, and we were fishing out of Big Cedar. Absolutely one of the most spectacular places in the world. I was carrying some shell customers fishing. We carried a couple from Montana. Montana, that's right, all the way to Big Cedar, and they just absolutely were blown away by everything over there. And I carried another couple from Minnesota, as Jesse Ventura would say, my buddy Governor Jesse Ventura, Minnesota. From Minnesota, and then I carried some of the shell people fishing, and we just had a ball. Everybody had a lot of fun. The fishing was not spectacular. I thought we'd be able to catch a lot of crappie over there. Because the crappie have been in on the bank and moved back out and have not spawned, it seems like. And they should move back in. We had a lot of those nights got down in the 40s, and it seemed like it sort of short-circuited that spawn. I talked to my buddy O.T. Fears, who fished on 10-killer yesterday, and he told me that he couldn't find any crappie on the bank, and they were there just the other day, and he found some out in deeper water in the treetops, and they still had eggs in them. Their eggs were milky, so they were probably going to come back in with all this warmer weather. I'm talking weather up in the 80s and 90 degrees, you know, and a lot of high 70s this coming week. So the crappie are probably going to move back in. My buddy Toby Keith at his dock over at Shangri-La, where he's got his boat dock, got his Ranger boat in the dock there right by his house. They were catching fish between the dock and the bank, and which is not very far distance, throwing up on that pea gravel. Those fish were in there spawning. And I saw a picture that Hayden caught the other day there, just the latter part of last week, and he had 32 crappie laid out, and they were all big black ones. So those are big black males. So they were on the bank. Now whether they're still there, I don't know or not, but it appears like some of the crappie might have spawned. I don't know, but we got a full moon right now. But it appears that most of them got driven out by that colder weather. The bite got really, really tough over there at Table Rock. How tough did it get? Well, to give you an idea, on let me get my days right, maybe Thursday morning, I guess it was, we caught 2 fish. That's all. Now in the afternoon we caught 7 fish, so it got a lot better. And then the next day it's the exact same thing. The morning was tough, the afternoon's better. So that's usually the way it is this time of the year. If you could only go fish a half a day this time of the year, go from noon till dark as opposed from daylight till noon. As we get on a little bit warmer, and within another month or so, you want to reverse that, and that first half of the day is the best. Of course, you know my philosophy. To become a really, really good fisherman, go early, stay late. So you go from daylight till noon, and you go from noon till dark, all in the same day. That's the way you do it. But we had a great time over there, but let me tell you, we just had a spectacular time at Big Cedar. They put us in the cabins over there, so we were all in cabins, and that was just everybody was just blown away with those cabins. That's my favorite place to stay at Big Cedar. I've stayed in Valley View Lodge and the Falls Lodge many times, but the cabins are just incredible. Both the marinas they have, the Ben Hook Marina there at Big Cedar, and then over in Long Creek Marina, are both spectacular marinas. All of the things, the guides are just great and friendly and super guides. It is just a one-of-a-kind place. We had dinner one night at the top of the rock, which is one of the most spectacular places that you'll ever see. We watched the firing of the cannon. I actually videoed that and showed it on here, the firing of the cannon. They had a bagpipe music, a guy playing a bagpipe for, 10, 15 minutes, I don't know, something like that. Played several songs. Very patriotic scene there. Everybody out of the restaurant out there on the outside watching the sunset. It's called the Sunset Ceremony. And we have a video on it. If you didn't catch it, you need to look at it. Several thousand of you saw it. It was really a popular video. It's just a spectacular sunset. And the only place you can see it just right is right there. And then after the patriotic songs, they fire the cannon off. Fired a big Civil War cannon, fires it off, and the smoke comes up. It's just a fitting end to the day, the sunset. And then everybody went back in, and we had ordered, and they brought us our dinner, and it was just incredible food. I've eaten there at the top of the rock several times. We ate the next night at the Warman House, which is right there at Big Cedar, right next to registration. Very historic Warman House, and the restaurant is spectacular. Again, I had a filet night that night, and it was just out of sight. The night before, I had crab stuffed lobster ravioli. Think about that. And it's a cream sauce. It's just to die for. Just absolutely fantastic. One of these days, in fact, I need to do that. I'm going to go over to Big Cedar and spend a day just running around showing everybody what Big Cedar's really like. It's one of the premier destinations in the entire world. Many cabins, many condominiums, many hotel rooms, and things to do galore. Dogwood Canyon right close by, the famous shooting academy, 4 world-class golf courses. Some of our Shell customers, some of them played golf, and it's just spectacular course. I think they played the Tiger Woods course, and I don't know much about golf. You know, I play golf a little bit, but somebody told me that Tiger Woods course there at Big Cedar, Johnny Morris's course, he's got 4 courses there, and I've turkey hunted on those. I haven't played golf on them, but I've turkey hunted on those courses, Roland Martin and I. But we did actually turkey hunted there while the senior PGA was going on. Yeah, that's right. If I'm lying, I'm dying. We did. Now, there was a part of the courses that were not finished. We hunted on the places were not finished. We didn't hunt where they were actually, you know, participating in the senior PGA tournament. We were just like, there was a fence in between us and them. We were on some areas where they wasn't playing, and of course we couldn't mess anybody up with our turkey hunting. We had a spectacular morning turkey hunt. We had to hunt from daylight until 1 o'clock, and we had to quit. And we didn't either one of us take a bird that day, but we called some up. We had some jakes come around, and we just had a really fun day. And it's just awfully neat to get to do that. And can't hunt on that course anymore because they're all open now. But they tell me that Tiger Woods course is the second most sought after course to play in the nation, only behind the Masters, I guess, only behind the Masters, yeah. And which is Augusta, yeah, only behind Augusta. And like I said, I don't know much about golf, so I just almost said Colonial, but I think that's down in Dallas. But Augusta, yeah, that's it. Is the most course that most golfers want to play on. Golfers at both restaurants, groups of men that come in to play golf, and it's just spectacular. Dogwood Canyon is amazing. The shooting academy, they've got the team bull riding, thunder, I don't know what they call it, but Thunder Grounds or Thunder, you know, the Thunder Rodeo Grounds or something, I don't know, but Ozark Thunder, that's what they call it. But it's just fantastic, and you're right there at Branson, where they have a beautiful Bass Pro Shop store at Branson Landing. You're only about 40 miles away from the Grandma store at Bass Pro Shop, the original, and the Wonders of Wildlife Museum. You could go spend a week there easily at Big Cedar Lodge and never get around to doing everything you can do in that area. There's a great amusement park there in Branson, Missouri, Silver Dollar City. Great movie theaters, great live shows. The Branson Bell has got tremendous dinner and a great live performances every single night. It's just on and on and on and on. You can fish, you can play golf, you can be entertained. It's things for the entire family, and it's just an incredible place. And I love it every time I go over there. And I generally, when I go over there, and we did go over and take Chris over there last summer and saw Jesus when I was working the Shell Super Truck show. We did that after that Super Truck show was over, so it's kind of nice to go over there and work, and then also get maybe a night or a day or two that's on your own, that you can do something like other people do all the time. But it's just fantastic. It's just spectacular. The fishing is going to be better and better and better. It's because I talked to Mike Webb, who helped us guide our customers, and Mike said it's just getting better every single day. The cold nights hurt us, no doubt about it. It's a little bit more difficult. But if you're going to go fishing, try to find those crappie on the bank before you look anywhere else. You know, even the places you think they may have already spawned. We had that week where it was getting down it actually got in the upper 30s some places here in Oklahoma, and a lot of places in Missouri and Kansas and northern Arkansas got into the 30s. So those cold nights slowed that spawn down. Topwater bite is starting to go just about everywhere right now. You want to get fish on top water, you can throw them fisher bite and spinner baits. The bass, the better bass that I caught, the better sized bass I caught parallel in the bluffs. That's right, parallel in the bluffs. So the bass were right up against them. So you throw your spinner bait and bring it right down the edge of the bluff. Any little outcrop, any little cut in the bluff or a split in the bluff, someplace where a bass can hide up in a foot or two of water. And I did catch some off a couple of pieces of wood, but we did catch a few fish on a crappie jig. And like I said, we had a couple people that caught their very first fish ever, so that was great. But Table Rock has got smallmouth bass in it, it's got largemouth bass, it's got spotted bass, Kentucky bass, Alabama spotted bass, Kentucky spotted bass, Tennessee spotted bass, Oklahoma spotted bass, whatever you want to call them. They are Missouri spotted bass. They call them Kentuckys. So we had a spectacular time over there. This coming week, I've got some people coming in from Outdoor Oklahoma tomorrow, and we're going to be having a ball with them and having a really, really good time. The lieutenant governor was going to come to fish, but the legislative session is still in session, and he was not going to come now until after that session's over. And I just got to say, Matt, if you're too busy to go fishing, man, you're too busy. I know you're doing good at politics, but you're going to miss catching some fish. That's all I can say, because I'll catch them for you tomorrow, though. While you're up there messing around with the legislature in Oklahoma City, I'll be out there chunking and wind with all your camera people. So we're going to be having a great time. Watch for that. It's going to come out on Outdoor Oklahoma here sometime pretty soon. I really don't have any idea when. But it's been a good week. The deer are all doing great. Nobody had any problems there. We have not had any babies yet. We're expecting babies any day. We did get callers on a couple of deers, those of you that have watched the videos the last 3 or 4 days. Wednesday and Thursday videos, and then Friday and Saturday antler videos. We finally got Forster's collar on right, and he looks right dazzling in that thing. Now those things fade out in the sunshine, so they'll turn white. We probably will turn the babies out this week. Little Whitey and Wild Child, probably let them out in the yard. It's going to be in the 70 and 80s, so we're going to get Chris out there and let her try to feed them some and turn them loose and hope that they stay close to the house and don't get captured by something. It's taking a big gamble when you do that, but we raise them to turn them loose. We don't raise them to keep them in the pens all their life. We raise them to turn them loose and let them be free. And both of those deer are rescued deer. They would have died had we not taken them in, bottle fed them. And now little Whitey's going to have a chance to learn how to live in the wild, as is Wild Child. Wild Child, we'll probably let him run free for a few days, and we'll kind of watch and see if maybe there's a possibility she might have a fawn. If it is, we don't want her to have it out in the woods because it'll probably die. We would probably take it away from her. But anyway, everything's looking good with the deer. The antlers are changing dramatically. Did you see the changes this week? It was really something, wasn't it? I mean, just really, really big changes. And they'll change even more this week. It's almost watching and seeing them change day by day, day by day. Some of you asked for us to do a little running around the ranch. I was going to show you some of the garden, but we've had a hard time with things coming up. We've had seeds in the ground. We put seeds in the ground once, and then we didn't get anything at all out of them. We've done it again, and we're finally having some little stuff come up. But we might do a video running around on the ranch. Like I said, I want to get over there and do a video just kind of showing you all the things you can do at Big Cedar Lodge. Everything is just going great. You know, we've got a church to do in North Carolina. A little bit later this month, I'll be over to Walmart shareholders meeting, or I'm not sure exactly what they call that, but they'll bring in about 6,000 or 8,000 people one day, and about 7,000 or 8,000, 8,500, I think, the next day. Walmart associates, the managers, and then an associate or two from the store. It's an amazing deal. It's just lots and lots of fun. I'll have my Chevrolet boat over there, and I will have my Ram truck over there on display. So if you're one of the lucky 14 or 15,000 that's going to be there that 2 days, be sure and come by and say hi, because we'll have a lot of fun. We'll have a lot of fun. It's just a great event. Everything for all those employees are all free. They have food trucks set up with ice cream and hamburgers and foot-long hot dogs and all kinds of things. Energy drinks. Monster has their energy drinks there. Bang has theirs there. Red Bull has theirs, and just lots of stuff. I'll be in the Shell Rotel and Quaker State display with my boat, and we'll be giving away some goodies there. I don't have any idea what we're going to be giving away, but we'll be giving away stuff too there. we'll be having a lot of fun. I have a rod and reel out there playing around a little bit, and so y'all come around, get some pictures, autographs, ask some questions, talk fishing, just have a great time. We'll be doing that at the end of this month. So we've got a lot planned for the month of May, the merry, merry month of May, when it finally is springtime. Every day and every night, the nights are warm, the water's warming up, and in fact, it's hot. The weather's getting hot, and you know, 88, 90, 92 degrees. That's all. That's summertime just about. But everything is going good. We had a little rain this last week also. I think I was gone, but I think Apache said 6/10, and then maybe another 1.5 or 2/10. So we got close to an inch of rain. We've got rain about a 40 or 50% chance starting in a couple of days. It looks like it could rain this evening, in fact, but starting in a couple of days for about 8 or 9 days in a row. So out of that, we should get some nice thunderstorms, and if we have one give us kind of a direct here on the Twin Eagle Ranch, maybe we can get one of those soakers, 1.5 inches or 2 or 2.5, 3 inches of rain. May is the wettest month in the state of Oklahoma. We haven't had much so far, but we've had a little bit, so we could start getting some rains and get quite a bit of rains in here. So. Can't really think of a whole lot. I'm sure I'm missing a lot right now. Did want to mention that you've got people graduating from whatever schools they may be graduating, whatever grades they may be graduating from into the next level or into life out there. Our catch of the day, Catch a Better Life book, is a tremendous gift. It's under $20, and it's just a great gift for somebody that's graduating, because that's one of the reasons you go to school and try to learn in the first place, is to create a better life. And that will help you, because it's got a Word of God, a devotion built around fishing, and a fishing tip. It's just going to help you in your life. That's just no doubt about it. When you have God in your life, amazing things begin to happen. God is always working on our behalf, no matter what we're doing, even when we're messing up and doing things out there that are bad. God is still working in our behalf to make things good for us, no matter what's happening out there. I'm going to cut this thing off and get in the house here. Go out there and have you a great week this week. Make sure that you make the week. Don't let any bad circumstances, don't let any bad people get on your nerves too much. If they do something that really upsets you, just say, bless your heart, and just go on. Don't worry about it. Have a great week out there. God is good. No, God is great. And remember, I sure do love you.